Put your head on my shoulder. Hold me in your...
Hi guys, it is Celly here and I am back with another video. Since you clicked on this link, I'm guessing that you either want to start a YouTube channel or you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel. You're sat there and you're thinking,
I really want to start this YouTube thing, but I'm scared about what people are going to think. I'm scared that I'm not cut out for this. What if nobody watches my videos?
well, from one small YouTuber to another potential small YouTuber, I'm here to tell you, what are you waiting for? Take that energy and put it in to starting a YouTube channel. Whether it's a new hobby, like it is for me, or you want to turn it into a job, I honestly feel that there's no better time than right now. Most of us are stuck at home. We have absolutely nothing to do. Just take this as a sign to start your YouTube. Just open your account today and do it. Because I promise you, you will not regret it. If anything, if it doesn't even get anywhere, you'll still have fun doing it, trust me. One thing that I love more than filming and editing my videos is sharing my knowledge. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go through all the basics. I'm going to go through like a step-by-step on how I edit everything. Hopefully give you a bit more knowledge that will help you start your channel. Anyway, enough rambling. What I'm going to do now is go through the equipment that I use. So first of all, my camera. So I use a Canon G7X Mark II. However, if you want to use your phone, I promise you it's fine. Phones are like probably better than cameras these days. One thing I love about my camera is that it's really small and has like a little selfie screen at the top. I'll show you. See? Another piece of equipment that I use is this tripod. It's super bendy, so you can literally wrap it around everything. Like you can literally wrap it around your head if you really wanted to, and it will stay there. When you're outdoors, you can wrap it around trees. I put it on my desk, I put it on my windowsill. Literally, you can put it on everything. And you can also use it like a little selfie stick. Hi everybody! Your next piece of equipment is a laptop. On MacBook Pros, there's a free software called iMovie, which I use, and I find it so simple. On Windows laptops, I know that they have Windows Movie Maker. That's what I used to use back in the day. And I'm pretty sure it does the same thing. I'm going to try and cover almost every feature. Hopefully that helps, and at the end you can go and start your YouTube channel and start editing your videos.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Hello class, settle down, settle down, settle down, settle down. Today I'm going to teach you all to play a very special instrument. And you're probably wondering, what is that instrument? Well, that instrument is a recorder. So first class, you bring the recorder up like this, you put your lips like this, and you go. Right class, it's your turn now. Who's going first?
Miss me! Me! I'll go next, miss me! Me!
So guys, the first thing you're going to want to do is to create a new project. And then you're going to want to import media or import the file that you want to use. It can be more than one file, or it could just be one. On this occasion, I'm using one file as I filmed everything in one go. So now I'm going to show you how to split a clip. Maybe because you don't want it, there's an awkward silence, or you want to add an effect to one part of the video. So here you either right click and press split on where you want to start the split and end the split, or you can just use Command B, which is what I use. I wanted to remove this part of the video because I thought it was a little bit awkward, so I literally split on both sides and deleted it. Right, so what I'm going to do now is split another clip. This time, not to delete, but to add a zoom in. Pretty much for dramatic effect. So you see this icon at the top, you press it, you press crop to fill, and you crop out the part of the clip that you want to be zoomed in. Just like that. So I'm just doing a few more snips here, but the next thing I'm going to show you is how to add sound effects. So that can be gasps, that can be claps, that can be shouting, it could be something funny. All you do is go into audio and you import the clip you want. There are so many free sound effects that you can download off of Google or YouTube. I use a website called Epidemic Sound because I can get sound effects and music, and it is membership based, so you get a 30-day free trial and then you pay some money. But if you want something free, there is always a free option online. So once you've downloaded the sound, you go into audio and you click whatever sound it is you want, and you drag it to the section of your video that you want it to play in. I wanted a crowd gasp for when I brought out my beautiful special recorder. So that was the sound that you heard in this part of the video. I then wanted to add a sound of just a crowd of children really in a classroom, so I found this sound and I put it at the beginning of the clip. If you remember, that is when I was telling the class to settle down. You can also cut your sound shorter or your music shorter, and you can also fade in and out, which I'll show you how to do now. If you see that button there, you can fade in and you can also fade out from both sides. Another cool effect I'm going to show you now is the zooming in effect. So you're not going to be zoomed in automatically, but it's going to zoom in whilst it's playing. So I'm going to take this clip of me with a recorder, and rather than crop to fill, I'm going to press Ken Burns. And I'm going to put the start point and the end point of where I want my clip to start and end. And if you see when I play it, taking a bit of time to load, it zooms in. I love that effect so much. So now you're just seeing me add a few more sound effects to my video, playing around with it, making it seem a bit more fun. Right guys, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how to create a filter over your clips. So I'm going to click this button over here once I've isolated the clip I want a filter on, and iMovie has a range of filters that you can use. I honestly just picked a random one to use for this clip here, whilst I was playing the recorder, of course. Then for the part where I was playing the recorder for a longer period of time, I used Ken Burns again. Remember, Ken Burns is when it's actually zooming in, just like this. And now I'd actually finished my beautiful performance, and I wanted to add someone cheering or people cheering for me, you know, give me that little ego boost. So I added another sound effect called Crowd Teens Cheer, which you saw earlier, or heard, should I say. If you have loads of clips and you want to save time and you want to apply the same effects on all clips, you can do that by just highlighting them all. Here, I'm highlighting them all because I want to reduce the background sound. So you know that muffly sound you get in the back. So if you press that graph button at the top and you press reduce background noise, it pretty much does that, and you can pretty much change the level of how much background noise you want to reduce. I did 76% because I was being random here. So as well as visual filters, you can also add audio filters. So you know that ego random kid at the end? In order to get the voice super high, I went onto that filter button at the top and I pressed audio effect, and I chose the audio effect I wanted. And the one I wanted was a high pitched sound, level 2 to be precise. You can also adjust the volume of individual clips. So if you click onto the clip, at the end you'll see a blue strip. On top of the blue strip there's a white line. If you lift that line up and down, you can actually adjust the volume of that clip alone. You can also add text over your clip. So click the clip that you want text over, press titles, and click whatever style you want. Write in there exactly what you want to put in. I wrote recorder because I was about to play the recorder. You can pick what font, the style, the size, if it's bold, italics, the colour, and press the tick button. You can then choose how long you want that text to stay on the screen for by adjusting at the top, the same way you'd adjust the music or you'd adjust one of your actual video clips. Not only can you add font onto your video clips, but you can add them onto blank backgrounds or any background or image that you want. I picked this orange one from the backgrounds tab, and then from there I went to titles again and I did the exact same thing. But this time, instead of being over a video clip, I moved it so that it was over the actual image, so the orange blank image. So as you can see, I'm moving it over here so that it doesn't overlap onto the video, only on the orange image. Now, rather than sound effects, I'm adding some background music. Again, you can download it from anywhere you want really, just be careful to not get copyrighted. I use Epidemic Sounds because those are royalty free and I can use all their music and all their sounds without being copyrighted. With that one, you need to drag the sound all the way to the bottom of the screen so it doesn't overlap with your voice recordings or any of your sound effects. If it overlaps, sometimes it can actually delete your sound effects or your voice recording, so be careful with that. Remember to also adjust the volume of the sound because you don't want it to be too overpowering or too loud so that it distracts everyone from the actual video. I've made that mistake a few times before. So I always bring down my background music to about 9% so you can still hear what I'm saying and you can still hear the sound effects properly. Another thing that you can do is add transitions. So there's a transition tab on the left hand side of the screen. Pick whatever transition it is that you want and drag it in between the two clips where you want that transition to be present. So I put it between the title page and the first clip. Remember that when you add new effects or new edits, it may change a few things that you've already worked on, so don't forget to readjust your videos and don't forget to always replay and make sure that nothing's been moved to a place where it doesn't fit. Another thing that you can do is utilize the speed options. So there's normal, slow, fast, freeze frame. So for example, if you're doing a time lapse of a sunset of yourself cleaning, that would be the best option to use. So at the top right hand corner, once I'm finished, I'm going to export my file and save it, and from there I'm able to upload it to YouTube. And that's the end. There are a few more other things that you can use on iMovie, but those are the main ones I think. If there's any other things that you guys want to learn, do let me know and I will make another video or a part 2.